After closing its doors for 3 weeks, it's back to business as usual at the Salvation Army Thrift store. We first told you about the Sally Ann closing after losing almost all its staff. Now, Lieutenant Kim Bridge is crediting media coverage for help with the store reopening.
It's been pretty steady. The community seems very pleased that we're open. There were a few customers that said, "I thought you were closing down."
Bridge has since hired 4 people to work at the store, like Pat, a Border City resident for the past 9 years, who thought she was about to retire.
I saw the television report on the news and I thought about it, and then about 4 people phoned me and said, "That would be perfect for you." Okay, I'll put it right in right now. Really excited about that. Oh, I love it. It's wonderful. It's got a great atmosphere. It's nice to be able to help people.
But recruitment isn't over yet, with the search still on for 2 more staff members.
And I still need 1 more full-time staff.
Anyone looking to get involved can contact Lieutenant Bridge at the Salvation Army Church. Well, school brings its fair share of stress for kids and adults alike, but it may take a bigger toll than you think and lead to bigger problems, including getting a good night's sleep. As Will Cortez reports, that leaves students at a disadvantage when it comes to learning in the classroom.
As students get back into a regular routine, homework piles up and life in general gets tough, which may result in sleeping issues.
Pretty crucial. If you don't get enough sleep, then you fall into bad habits and you don't study the way you should and you don't perform academically.
All I'm thinking about, okay, I'm not ready enough for this, or especially if it's a last-minute study. So I don't really sleep before exams sometimes. I like study all night.
Don't use electronics before going to bed. Items such as tablets, cell phones, and laptops stimulate the brain, and the brightness is comparable to a morning walk in the sun. Try to keep your bed a place for sleeping and keep naps to a maximum of 20 minutes. As a full-time student, stress combined with bad sleeping habits can lead to health concerns.
There have been studies that say there's certain receptors or centers in the brain that recharge between the hours of 11 to 5. And that's the most important time for all people.
For some students, all it takes is a little time to get back to routine.
In school, studying, and then playing basketball, you know, it's definitely hitting a wall, but you'll get into it a month into it, you should be fine.
Avoiding sleep deprivation is to have a regular pattern when you go to bed at a certain time and wake up at a certain time, and avoid anything that will cause your brain to be too active.
Now, what students need to remember is healthy eating and exercising does actually help you fall asleep. Also, a one size doesn't fit all for students looking for sleeping methods. Will Cortez, Newcap News.
Well, a new remote adoption center has just opened up if you're looking to adopt a cat or kitten. Allison and Shelley tell us all about it on this week's Pet Project.
Here with Dolly and Daisy. They are senior girls here at the SPCA.
They are. They're available for adoption. They're sweet, sweet girls. They are seniors. They're approximately 8 to 10 years old, both of them. Dolly's a little bit older here. They're sweet, very sweet. And don't let that age fool you. They're pretty typical labs. They have a lot of energy and a lot of love to give.
And how are they doing for vaccinations, and are they spayed or?
Yeah, you bet. They've had their vaccines. They're spayed, microchipped. They do need a rabies vaccination. And other than that, they're good to go. Like, they're breaking my heart here. These girls are so sweet. They should be spending their senior years curled up on a couch, you know, enjoying a good walk. They really deserve a good home.
Here I have Pikachu and this is Trigger. They're both up to date on their vaccinations. They'll just need their rabies, and they're both fixed as well.
They are. They're microchipped. They're ready to go. And they also both qualify for our Adopt Me and My Shadow program. They could both be adopted for the price of one.
And you guys have some exciting news about them as well.
We do. We've just recently opened up a remote adoption center for cats down at Hound Junkie in town here. So these two are going to be available for adoption down at Hound Junkie. It's just great to have more people see the wonderful animals that we have available here.
The Pet Project is sponsored by Quick Pick Waste Disposal. Locally owned and operated and serving urban, rural, and industrial customers in Lloydminster and region.
Full-time students attending Lakeland College in Lloydminster will once again have access to the Service and Leisure Center at a cheaper rate. Students will only have to pay $43 to gain full access to both centers for the academic year, instead of the regular fees that tally to up to $400.
Students were to come off the street and to purchase a membership. Most students probably wouldn't have it in their budget as students. It's a substantial savings.
City Council believes anything it can do to promote students wanting to learn and call Lloydminster home is worthwhile.
That they have better self-image, more energy, and that they're better equipped to challenge the future, and they had something to do with while they were in Lloydminster. It's just another reason that they may call Lloydminster home.
The new 3-year deal begins immediately and runs until August 31st of 2015. Well, if you're looking to cash in on the border city's boom by starting a business of your own, a local organization with close to 25 years experience is here to help. Gerard Lampow finds out what it takes for upcoming entrepreneurs to start up and sustain a new business for the long haul.
Statistics show that whether it's our counseling or business incubation, that after 5 years, 80% of those businesses that have received that type of counseling are still in existence.
And the opposite is true. Businesses that don't have a sound business plan and lack proper advice will not last. Community Futures has helped businesses in Lloydminster and area for 25 years. Scott Kovach has been at the helm for the last 2 years.
We're diversifying. We have some clients that are actually involved in advancing technology inside the oil sector.
Community Futures has seen a significant rise in retail as well as business within the oil patch, and a couple of their clients have been rewarded for their entrepreneurial pursuits.
Truly Amish was I believe, the Downtown Business of the Year last year at the Chamber of Commerce Gala Business Awards, and likewise they were kind enough to recognize us as one of their support mechanisms.
A sound business plan and funding are critical to success, and Community Futures can lend up to $150,000.
We will enter into situations with conventional banks to be part of a lending situation above $150,000. As well, we will identify, where possible, those other organizations that would grant monies.
They also offer a large business library and a database for clients, as well as video conferencing. Kovach counsels the need to know your market and competition. Gerard Lampow, Newcap News.